You are welcome to the Wealthy Continent channel, a channel dedicated to the great people and continent of Africa. Remember, where you find yourself tomorrow is a function of the decisions and actions you take today. On our series, You Are Responsible for Your Life, we're going to be looking at the topic, care less about what people will say or think. Now, most people who care about what people will say or think have imprisoned themselves. They've fallen into a trap. They are not living their life. They are so conscious about what others will say. They are not free just to make a simple decision or do something. They are always conscious. What will people say? What will people think? How will they see it? I want you to know that whether you do it right or do it wrong, people will talk. Whether you do it perfectly or not, people will talk. No matter what side you are on, there are people who will view their opinion. So you need to understand something, that you can't please people. You have to ask yourself, what I'm doing, is it right? What I'm doing, not everybody will understand it. And that is normal. You can't wait for everybody to understand you before you do something. Otherwise, it won't be done. So you have to come to a realization that people will always talk. People will always say something. People will always view their opinion. You have to understand that. Now, some people are not in your shoes. They don't know you at all. They don't know what you are going through. They don't know who you are. They don't know why you are doing what you are doing. So being conscious of what people will say, you've just imprisoned yourself without knowing. And the funniest thing is that you won't do that thing because you are so conscious of people that you don't know, people that you are thinking about, that are not even concerned about what you are doing. But in your mind, you think people are watching you. In your mind, you think people will say something about it. You are so conscious of people instead of you to be conscious of yourself. It's a part of maturity. And if you are going to be free, freedom is in different parts. If you are going to be free from pleasing people, from what people think, from what people will say, you just have to go on doing what is right, what is needful, what you are comfortable with. I want you to know something, that people will always talk. You must settle that. Somebody said, if you don't want people to talk, don't be anything. Don't do anything. And people won't say anything, but people will still talk. Now, you must understand some three things which will help you to be at rest, to lay this completely to rest and continue with your life. The number one thing is everybody has a right to an opinion. That means people are free to say whatever it is that they need to say. Whether it's right or wrong, that is another ball game. But people are allowed to view their opinion. The second thing you have to understand is you also have the right to accept or reject their opinion. It's not a right that you must, accept it or reject it. You have, the power to respond or not. You have to understand these people's opinion. You too have a right. The number three thing is you can decide to respond. You can decide not to respond. And it's okay. It's not everything that people say that you must respond to. It's not everything that you hear that you must respond to. Some you just let it go and move on with your life. Now, the things that you have to settle in your heart are three things. The number one thing is what you are doing. Is it right in the sight of God? Not just in the sight of men, because there are laws of men that contradict nature. They contradict the way God sees things. So in the eyes of God, the supreme being, is what you are doing right. You need to check it. The number two thing you want to check is it objective or are you sentimental about what you are doing? The number three thing is, at night, is your conscience clear that you can sleep well? Or are you tossing here and there on your bed because of what you are doing? You are not at peace because you know it's not right. So if it's right, forget about what people will say. Forget about what people will talk. Forget about what people will think. Go ahead and do what is right. Go ahead with something that will give your mind peace of mind. You will sleep well because you are not doing any wrong thing. Don't let what people will say or think, or people that don't know you and they are not in your shoes. They don't know your situation and circumstances. They don't know why you are doing what you're doing. They don't understand it. Don't let them put you off in doing what is right. Lastly, I want you to know that it's not everybody that you can allow to say something into your life. If you have developed quality relationship over the years, if you have people of quality, people of integrity, people who are selfless, generous people who are concerned about you, not about what you have or the position you are in, people who are open and honest, those are the people that you can listen to their counsel. They know you, they know your situation, they know what you are going through. Quality relationship matters in our life. We are not designed to live by ourselves. Those are the people that when they talk, you weigh what they say before making any decision, because you know they are talking from a heart that has your best interest at heart. Remember, careless about what people will think and what people will say. Go on and do what is right. If you have been getting value from our videos, we'd like you to consider subscribing to this channel, clicking on that like button and sharing with others. Remember, you are a difference maker, and being different is normal. Thanks for watching. We will see you next time.